Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are in one of my favorite spots, and I don't ever think I've brought the Subaru up here to make a video. But today we're going to be talking about why people hate the WRX so much. Just a little backstory. This is my 2015 Subaru WRX. The reason it looks like it's the way it does, it's been totaled twice now and been hit by a deer. It was totaled once before I bought it. They fixed it, and then it got totaled again by, then Devin hit a deer, then I had somebody, a grease truck back into me, which left it with all this damage up here. So, anyways, jump on in. The WRX came out in '92, so it's been out almost 30 years. It started out in Japan. We didn't get them here in the U.S. till 2002. So, you know, Japan gets all the good stuff first. So, the 2002 is the Bug Eye, which has the round headlights. This is the Raptor Eyes, I think is what they call it, or some people call it the Evo Eye. So when they first came out, they had like 250 horsepower, I think like 240, somewhere around there. Now they're only making like 280 something. I think it's like 287, something weird like that. Stock. So anybody that has a Subaru, insurance is usually high, at least from what I've heard. Me personally, when I had full coverage on it, it wasn't but like $80 a month, and liability is only $20 a month. My 86 Toyota pickup truck cost me more a month than this car does. I think every 6 months it's like $118 or something like that. So $20 a month, and I think my Toyota is $130. So that's very weird, but I guess because of the new braking systems and everything on it, maybe they think it does better. But a lot of people beat on these cars and have to pay a lot in insurance. I've seen some people paying like $300 a month for insurance, and I'm like, heck no, that is a car payment right there. That is not insurance. Ridiculous. So before you buy one, if you're looking at one, go get the VIN off one similar to the body style you're looking at and be like, hey, how much is this going to cost me? I've got 5 vehicles on my insurance, so no. Yeah, we got 5 vehicles on our insurance, so maybe that helps us out a little bit. But I've never paid more than $100 a month for a car for insurance. Anyways, so a lot of people have insurance problems with them. A lot of people that buy these cars, it's kids with beginners, they see them and they ride them too tough. They think that an all-wheel drive means that it can do anything, go around these curves so fast, and they wreck them. A lot of people wreck them really easy, and I honestly believe that is what happened to this one. When I bought it, I had to put a new clutch in it about 1,000 miles later. Found out it was hopped up on some tune, so I'm thinking it had a lot of aftermarket parts on it that somebody took off. And jumping into aftermarket parts, they say if you have a good thing, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But Subaru has a lot of problems, especially the WRX, that people just don't want to talk about. One thing is these cars hate modifications. You have to have a good tune whenever you do anything. But if you do something and you don't have a tune, that car is not happy. It's not like my diesel truck. If I put a new intake on it, I don't have to, like, maybe the first time I do the intake, I got to do it. But the little things, I could wait. I can add a couple little things and then go get it tuned. Whereas this one, you need to do it as you do it. And tuning for these are not cheap. I called a company and it's going to cost me a little over $550 to get it tuned. You have to have an all-wheel drive dyno, and not just everybody has them. And from my understanding, they're a little bit complex to to tune. I've got a Cobb access port. Gives me the data, and it's got like stock tunes, and I think you can do mild things like if you added a Cobb downpipe and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find that tuner. I cleaned out the car when I wrecked it to go take it to the shop, and I put it in the shop in our garage, and Devin cleaned up, and I don't know if it was out there or if I took it in the house, and I just can't find it. It's been a couple of days of me looking for it, and I just can't find it. So, but that device is a lifesaver, having that thing, especially if you start to have rod knock. With the 2015s, it's a common problem to have rod knock. I have another guy that just messaged me about it, and he was like, damn, I think I'm screwed because the car's not stock. Mine was pretty much stock minus an intake. When mine happened, I had 38,000 miles, and it just is what it is. So Another big thing I see complaining, not just the horsepower hasn't been updated, but each year it's just like they change a different piece. So from like 02 really up into the body style before this one, they looked the same. They just like changed the headlights a little bit, changed the taillights, and then this one with the other one, they changed the body a little bit more, but people are like, they don't update the interior. The interior is very simple on this car, very bland. Let's actually hop in there real quick. So excuse mine being dirty, but the interior is pretty simple. I think these are aftermarket pieces, because every other one I've seen just has the black trim. So I think all that's aftermarket from the guy before me. But steering wheels, only thing special about the steering wheels is it's got the flat bottom for extra leg room. Gauges are simple. It really just doesn't speak to me over the Impreza. It just, for the car you're getting, I feel like you should get so much more than what you have. For $30,000, I feel like they could update the interior more. I'm not going to show you the seats because I got dog hair all in here, but it's just pretty simple, straightforward. I feel like they could have just done more, honestly, on the interior. But that's just my opinion. So, I mean, if you look at an Impreza compared to a WRX, looks-wise, they look the same. Interior, they look almost the same, minus the seats and some of the trim. I just feel like there's a lot that they could have done to make it better. Even with the STI, they kind of like cheaped out on the interior. They've just been patching the WRX and the STI, like, and then let's make it look a little bit more modern, and that's it. They haven't really gave it any more horsepower. They haven't really changed up the interior, made it more luxury through the years. The wheels are some boring wheels that they put on them. They put cheap, with your premium sound, they put a kicker in there, and that thing sucks. It really does. I don't know if the radio's just not functional for it or what. It's crap. Anyways, for any of you that have a Subaru WRX or an STI, let me know if you feel like these points are true. I just don't feel like over the years they've done enough to make them more. They've changed the bodies, really. Haven't really updated any tuning or any horsepower on them. Like, at least with like the Ford Mustangs, they've almost doubled horsepower numbers. Well, not doubled. They've added, like, I think my 04 came with like 300, not even 300 horsepower. Devon's 15 comes with over 400. So they're stepping it up, making it more worthwhile, whereas I don't feel like the WRX and the STIs are really doing that with. Now, the STI, if you're wondering, the difference between the WRX and the STI is you have a better motor and a better transmission. It's great. I bought my WRX because I really wanted to do a rally style. I love the way this car drives and handles. It has its issues. Me and this car have had plenty of issues, as I told you we've had to do. I've had to put a new clutch in it and a new set of pistons. I have not had any transmission issues yet. A lot of people say they have glass transmissions, but maybe me and Devin just have luck with transmissions, because we have the MT82s in both of our Mustangs. Never any issues with them either, even though they're problematic. So maybe we just have good luck with those. Or maybe there's just a lot of people out there that really don't know how to drive a manual. So I said what I said. But anyways, you guys, I hope y'all have a great day. Let me know if any of this hits true to you guys. If you have a WRX instead of a STI, tell me what you like better about your WRX over your STI. For me, I feel like it wasn't worth the $10,000 price gap. Yes, the STI has the bigger motor and the better transmission, but for what I wanted it for, it doesn't really matter. Anyways, you guys, have a great day. Y'all hustle harder.